Former President Goodluck Jonathan has been warned that his quest to become the president of Nigeria in 2027, if he continues with it, will be dead on arrival because constitutionally he will not be qualified to contest in 2027, and that the People's Democratic Party or any opposition party would be making the biggest mistake or taking a big gamble by nominating him as their presidential candidate. And this assertion is coming from none other than a professor of law and former chairman of National Human Rights Commission, Professor Chidi Odinkalu. He said that if President Goodluck Jonathan, former President Goodluck Jonathan, succumbed to pressure to contest or make himself available to contest the 2027 election, his ambition will be cut short constitutionally. According to Professor Chidi Odinkalu, who has taught law both in Nigeria and in the United States and UK, Goodluck Jonathan is not constitutionally qualified to contest for election in 2027. This is because the Constitution bars him from contesting in 2027, and he cited an amendment to the Constitution in 2017 that stipulated that anyone who completed a tenure for another candidate cannot be entitled to more than one term. In other words, that 2027 amendment is like it has Jonathan in mind when it was made and signed by Muhammad Buhari. That amendment said that anyone who completed a tenure for another president cannot contest more than once, cannot be sworn in more than once. In other words, you can't be sworn in again. You can't be sworn in again. So you can only do one term after completing that term of your principal that died or that was impeached or whatever. So he said this is the constitutional bottleneck standing between Jonathan and 2027. That even if he said he's going to run, the Constitution is against him running. And Odinkalu made some important observation. He said that, in fact, the APC might even encourage Jonathan to run so that a party will nominate him. Few weeks to the election, his nomination will be nullified by the court. It means that that party won't even have a presidential candidate because they nominated Jonathan. In fact, that APC might even be interested to have him in the ballot so that they will use the court to damage that political party at the last minute. And that party will go to the election without a presidential candidate. That is one angle to it. Then he now talked about the fact that even when Jonathan was contesting in 2015, that was an issue. But he noted that there was no court, no court that was ready to overturn his contesting the 2015 election because he was the president of the country. He was the president of the country, and the party, the PDP, they are in power. So according to Odinkalu, the courts were not ready to overturn his nomination in 2015. But time has changed. The courts of today is no longer the court of 2015. there will be many judges in the judiciary today that will uphold that amendment in 2017, that if you complete another person's tenure, you can only serve for one term. You cannot serve any other term. That the court, this court, the present court we see in Nigeria today, will uphold it. They will uphold it because, after all, they are likely to dance to the tune of the ruling party, which many Nigerians will agree. Because if you look at what has been happening in Nigeria today, everything seems to go in favor of the ruling party. So President Goodluck Jonathan should think about it carefully as he continues to receive lobbyists, people who are lobbying him up and down, right, left, and center, to join the race. That he should also be able to prepare his lawyers who are ready to do battle. And this time around, he has to do battle with one of his godsons, Nyesom Wike, the former governor of Rivers State, and now the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, who is known to be a staunch supporter of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the person that Jonathan will likely face if he is nominated by any political party. And Nyesom Wike is being said that he hardly loses any case in Nigerian court, meaning he knows what he's doing. He always has the best of lawyers who know how to get the things right. So, and they are going to be on the same side. He is going to be on the same side with Tinubu to use the judiciary to teach Jonathan some political lessons. So if Jonathan is smart, he better listen to Professor Chidi Odinkalu, and publicly, because right now the only place I have seen him indicating interest in the race was in his thread, in the thread where I have seen posting under his verified account there, indicating that he is ready to run. But he has been shy in using other bigger platforms like the Facebook, where he has millions of followers, to categorically say he will run. The other day I saw a post from his cousin denying that Jonathan never said he will not run. But he did. He went on to add, but he didn't say he will run, which doesn't really make any sense. You know, you are a cousin of Jonathan. You are telling us that the story that was carried by one of the media organizations that Jonathan said he will not run. You are now you say that story is not true. Jonathan didn't say he will not run. But then when you are posting, you say that doesn't mean that Jonathan said he will run, but he didn't say he will not run. It doesn't really make sense. So it has to come out on Facebook, because right now on Thread, his verified account on Thread indicates excuse me, that he will run. But that's not the case in other platforms that he has. Excuse me. So the onus is now on him to come out and say whether he will run or not. But if he will run, he will be taking a risk, because the number one risk is that he could be stopped constitutionally by the APC. APC can stop him constitutionally, citing that amendment in the Constitution of 2017. That will stop him. Then he will be damaging the interest of the party he will be running, because that party will suffer. Because when their presidential candidate is banned at the last minute by the Supreme Court, few weeks to the election, few days to the election, it will destabilize them and every other people that will run under that party, one way or the other. So the truth of the matter is that he has to come out and state whether he will run or not. But if he's running, he should be aware there are roadblocks on the way, constitutionally, and that APC, they are waiting for him. And then, of course, who will forget that Jonathan himself is not somebody who is strong-willed. Jonathan is not a politician from the streets. He's not like Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Jonathan is a gentleman, so he will play his gentle. And he is not likely to be able to do the rofo fight that Tinubu and co will bring. He can see what P2B is passing through. What he will pass through if he enter the fray, only God knows. Because already there are so tons of things they will dig out from his government that they will use to finish him off. I agree, the statistics favor him. The inflation rates, the rate of the naira, the cost of petrol, everything favor him. But that's not all. Is he ready for the rofo fight that are going to start when they put their beam on him? Because they will come after him. Is he ready? Is he ready? You know, the other time when he showed interest in 2022, thinking that Muhammad Buhari is going to arrange a consensus candidate that he will emerge to the level that Mieti bought a form for him under the APC platform, he chickened out when the Tinubu media gang began to pummel him. He chickened out. You can imagine what they will do now that they are in government. They will just assign some people on you, on Jonathan, and pummel him on a daily basis. Can he stand the heat? That's the question. P2B is taking the heat today because P2B was able to show them shege in 2023, and they don't want that to repeat itself in 2027. So they have been attacking him from 2023 up to today. Now they have more resources to recruit more people, training more digital media people. Focus on P2B. It's not an easy thing to do. I don't think that Jonathan should try it. He should listen to Professor Chidi Odinkalu and keep away. That's my take. I don't know what you think about Professor Chidi Odinkalu making it very clear that it will be difficult for Jonathan to succeed in contesting and winning in 2027, particularly being constitutionally barred from contesting again, having served for one term and having completed a term for Umar Musa Yar'Adua. He is not qualified to contest again. Whatever is your position, taking into consideration who Professor Chidi Odinkalu, an eminent legal professor, whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. What is your advice to Jonathan? Do you think he should continue to maintain his silence, or should come out clearly to say he will not run and use his bigger platforms like Facebook, Twitter, instead of only in thread? That's where we have seen messages that indicate he has interest, but that's not enough. But whatever is your advice for Jonathan, let's hear it here at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.